What is up, guys? This is PG Preds here, and welcome to another Stacks by Moments video. Today, Dane is going to be doing a review of Coldplay's debut album, that being Parachutes in 2000. So, without further ado, I'll turn it over to Dan for the remainder of the video.
Thanks, Peyton. So, before we get on with the review, of course, as you all know, I'm into collecting vinyl, so of course I have this year awesome album on vinyl. So before I go on with going through each track for review, I'm going to just briefly show you what it looks like.
And before Dan goes into it, what's weird is Coldplay does not put the lyrics on their albums. None of them.
Nope. And to further demonstrate that, as you can see on here, it only has this artwork as well as all the other copyright info and stuff like that.
I think the first album to put lyrics was, The Head Full of Dreams.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because none of the other albums, they don't do that in their sleeves, which is kind of weird.
I kind of hate Head Full of Dreams. Why did you have to go to the Chainsmokers, Coldplay?
Yeah, exactly. It's like just totally breaking out from your roots.
Or why did you do Miracle Someone Special with Big Sean?
Yeah, exactly. Anywho,
we're just rambling.
Yeah. Anywho,
yep.
Back to my point about the vinyl itself. Here it is. As you can see, it's just very simple center label because it's just black all around with that also familiar Coldplay font.
Which is the exact same for the CD as well.
And there's the other side. As you can see, very small font. And it says, actually, not sure if you can see it on there, but it actually says "See Sleep" for track listing. So this is one of the albums they actually don't list the tracks right on the disc or the record itself, but rather on here on the sleeve, or yeah, that's right, yeah, here on the sleeve.
That's the exact same for the CD
Whoa.
as well.
Don't want to let that fall, so then I can just put this. Okay, yeah, there we go. Just put this back in here for now, and there we go.
You can get it in there.
There we go.
I also love how the vinyl is the cover is matte.
Yeah, I love this. This is like such a cool cover too, and it actually is, that thing in the center it's actually recognizable because it is a globe. And little fun fact, it's actually featured in one of the music videos for one of the songs here. Was that for? What song was it for again?
Shiver.
Oh, Shiver. That's right.
And Yellow.
And Yellow. Yep. Yeah, I think that sounds right. So, anywho, let's get on to my track-by-track review now. Starting off with the first track here on the album, we have "Don't Panic." This song clocks in.
Don't panic. Alright.
Yeah, this song clocks in at 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and basically what I want to say about this one is this is just a nice, solid way to open up the album, and it to me is like one of the songs here that just beautifully outlines Chris Martin's beautiful voice. I mean, his voice is just like, oh, dare I say, like angelic. It's just that beautiful. Okay, then anywho, then basically like what this track basically what it's saying is that it's like basically outlines the whole message that this album is trying to convey, and that's conveying it through line, "We live in a beautiful world." And yeah, I think that's just a solid message to go off of, and just a nice way to get this album started.
Wow, that was a bit bold, the lighting.
Yeah. And then up next here at track number. Yeah, that's okay. Then up next here at track number 2, we have "Shiver." This song clocks in at exactly 5 minutes, and this song it's a stark difference when transitioning from the first track, "Don't Panic," and that's because this song it actually has a little more of a faster pace compared to "Don't Panic," and that can be shown through the more faster, energetic drums in the background. And also to me, I thought this was another one of the songs that shows off Chris Martin's beautiful singing voice, and just overall just a nice transition from the first song. I just like the feel of it. Then up next after that we have Spies. This song clocks in at 5 minutes and 19 seconds, and some of the things I found interesting with this track is that it's like a little more of like an eerie feel to it. Like it's kind of have like an eerie start to it with just the overall vibe and Chris Martin's singing voice. And also, it's kind of like a little more somber too. So I kind of like that vibe to it too.
One of my favorite lyrics is actually the main lyrics, but I also think they're kind of weird as well. Like
like the weird from the water. What is that supposed to mean? This is so weird.
It's like spies are coming out of the water.
Coming out of the water? I mean, like what?
Well, I've never looked it up, but
yeah,
I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I definitely had to look at the meaning to those lyrics. So like, cause it would just be interesting to figure out. But
whenever I close my eyes, I'm just looking spies coming out of the water. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, like, just like, man, like, how do you even picture that? But weird lyrics aside, overall, it's just a great song. I just like love the laid back, somber nature of it. I mean, what else to say?
What can you say?
Then up next, after that, at track number 4, we have what is it? We have Sparks. This song clocks in at just under 4 minutes at 3 minutes and 47 seconds, and this song I found to be a little more interesting too because it's another, of course, just like the other songs I've talked about so far, it's also relaxing, but yet at the same time, the chord progression behind it, it's a little more darker sounding, which is kind of interesting, but it's still relaxing at the same time, which, again, like this is what I love about this album, and I'll just.
And I love it. One of the parts where he's basically just crooning.
Oh yes, that is just one of the things I love about Chris Martin, like how he can just like his voice is, he can just like do all like he's just such a beautiful voice for like just there's any song. It's like just love it. Anywho, now getting back onto the review here, got a little sidetracked there. Up next at track number 5, we have one of the popular ones on this album, Yellow. This song clocks in at just under 4.5 minutes at 4 minutes and 29 seconds. And again, of course, this is just like this right here was by far their hit that like broke them through and got to be them to be known as the band they are today. And
with that easily recognizable guitar chord with the instantly recognizable intro, it kind of sounds. I mean, my dad said this before, but he says it kind of reminds him of the the Dave Matthews Band. If you think about it, like the Dave Matthews.
You know what? It actually does kind of sound like that. I can see how people think of that.
Like tell them what you're actually talking about. Like what band? Go on.
Yeah. So some people think that this right here, or of your song like Hero, makes them sound like a Dave Matthews Band, and I can agree with that because just like how this song sounds, like I do kind of get that whole vibe of them, like so. I guess those people, they aren't alone in thinking that. And last thing I want to say, even though like some song, like even though it's like a little repetitive at times, it definitely makes up for it with just like some of their best lyrics, even to this day. Like this song right here, as well as like basically all the other ones I'm going to talk about just shortly. Like these songs, like they just like there's like still some of their best songs to this day. So yeah. Then up next at track number 6, we have Trouble. This one clocks in at just over 4.5 minutes at 4 minutes and 31 seconds, and this song is one of the singles from the album, and despite that, I feel like it's one of the more overlooked singles because, yeah, even though it was released as a single to promote the album and all, I feel like it was like still more overlooked because of that. But So, but yeah, basically what I want to say about this song is that, like, of course there's some catchy piano riffs, and that's one of the things that I love about Coldplay. Like their piano riffs, just amazing. And then also like through the lyrics of this song, you can definitely tell that this was definitely more one of their emotional songs, because you can tell like that right through one of the main lyrics in the chorus. I never meant to cause you trouble. So yeah, I just love how Chris Martin can just like show his emotional side through songs like this. So that's what I like about that song. Then up next, at track number 7, we have the title track of the album, Parachutes.
47 seconds.
And this song is honestly the shortest of the album. Yeah, like my buddy T.T. Preds mentioned, 47 seconds. So yeah, it's a short and sweet little song. So.
But it's still relaxing.
Yeah, it's still relaxing though. But despite the shortness of the album, like, or the shortness of this song, like, it's like I like this song because basically it's just like short and basically in a word, cute. I just like think it's a cute little song.
You can hear the cute atmosphere in the haze, in the stormy haze. I'll be loving you always. Always. I mean, taking my time. Always. And it just shows how talented Chris Martin is on the guitar. It just
because this song, it's only his vocals along with him playing guitar. So that makes this song unique
one
too.
of my favorites on the album.
Alright, then up next at track number 8 we have High Speed. This song clocks in at 4 minutes and 14 seconds to be exact.
And this one was actually previously released on. It was actually wasn't recorded for this album. Dan, would you explain?
Yes, I'll go on to elaborate that. This song is actually released before this album released in 2000 on what was known as their Blue Room EP. So that's a little fun fact there. And I don't know if others can hear this too, but like to me, like it kind of sounds like another one of the alternative bands like around that time from the 90s to 2000. That, yeah, like U2 or something like U2 or even Radiohead. And
by the way, those two bands do sound like Coldplay. Both of them sound like.
Yes, and like it's definitely a cool thing though, because I mean, hey, you can see their influences right there, and I love that.
So anyway.
Anywho, now I'm gonna get back to the review here. Up next, for the second to last track of the album, at track number 9, we have "We Never Change." This song, I found this song to be pretty interesting because I feel like to me it kind of like reminded me of Parachutes in a way, because like it just had that some similar vibe like to it like right at the beginning. So I mean, like it has that nice like little lead in with the guitar and everything. So it just gives it that nice little mellow feel to that again. And again, this is just what I love about this album. Just like so mellow and relaxing, and honestly, it's just like the perfect music just to relax or fall asleep to. So yeah. All right, then the last but not least, to try to close off this debut album here for Coldplay, at track number 10 is "Everything's Not Lost." This song clocks in at just over 7 minutes, at 7 minutes and 16 seconds, and this song I think is pretty interesting because while it doesn't show it in the title, this song actually includes a hidden track, that being a song called "Life Is for Living," and that's a short one at just over 1.5 minutes. But it's just so cool. Like, I mean, hidden tracks. Like, what? Like, seriously, you just gotta love hidden tracks. Because I mean, like, you got like the main song itself, and then go on. If you want to say something.
And then I think in the chat, I think Dan mentioned this, told me this earlier today, but there was a song included. There was like 2 songs on this track.
Yes, that's right. There's bonus tracks on the Japanese version of the album.
What's it called?
What were those tracks called again? Actually, you know what? I'll put I should put up a little, I'll put up a little text with that, or with those two songs, or the name of those two songs right about now, since I couldn't think of them off the top of my head. So, there you go. Alright, so, back to what I was saying about this one. So, not only it includes that hidden track, Life as We're Living, just over a minute and a half, but basically, like, what I also want to say about this one, this song just also shows off Chris Martin's guitar playing abilities very nicely, because, like, there's just like some really nice little guitar playing, like, in between the transitioning between the verses of the song, and I just love little things like that. I mean, just awesome. Alright, so now before I close things off here, I'm going to list off my 3 favorites and honorable mentions for my favorites and honorable mentions of these songs in the album. And this is very hard for me because these songs on here for a debut album are just amazing. So it just did not even sound like a debut album at all, which is the even better part.
Because we all know how good Coldplay is up until what?
Up until Viva La Vida.
Just like mad.
Alright, so first to get into my favorite songs of the album, not in any particular order. Well, besides the obvious Yellow, I'd say my three main favorite songs of the album are Sparks, Spies, and High Speed. Like, I just love those songs. And then for my honorable mentions, I'd have to say Don't Panic, Trouble, and We Never Change. So, before closing off here, like, I just want to say, overall, for a debut album for Coldplay, this is a solid album. And again, like, I just gotta say, this just does not sound like a debut album at all. This sounds like at least a second or third album for them. Or fourth even. But this here is a debut album, and that right there is just amazing. Alright, so now before closing off here, I just want to do my usual spiel. So, first off, if you like this video, be sure to show that like button some love. But if not, the other option is there too. Hey, you know what? I had to bring that up anyway.
I'm gonna come for you and do stuff.
Yeah, no, not really. Just kidding. Also, be sure to leave any comments below in the video, just talking about Coldplay in general, what your favorite Coldplay song is, whether it be from this album or any of their other albums, besides their latest ones. Yeah, I just had to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But before we close this out, and he tells me about who was in the video, I like to do some other stuff. Can we discuss their latest albums as well to go along?
Yeah, sure. Actually, before we close this out, let's do this right now. Actually.
Yeah, but what I really don't like about the latest Coldplay is popish as heck. I'm like, why do you have to do? I mean, I get Head Full of Dreams is pop, but I get that it sounds modern pop. But why do you have to do the Chainsmokers? Why?
And yes, I get it. Bands evolve, but I mean, why did they just have to break this far from their roots? Why?
Why stick to this?
Just stick to Parachutes. It's just, or like in those first few albums, those were their best albums by far.
Yeah, so that was just a little rant on recent Coldplay and why it's crap. So yeah, and also before we close things off, go ahead and give me go ahead and subscribe to TZ Preds, and you'll find things like album reviews, vocal covers, Metallica stuff, and more random stuff that I do. And also maybe a few furry videos because if you guys didn't know, I am a furry now because I am into anthropomorphic animals. Right, so
yep.
So yeah, we're into that kind of stuff, and yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So
and also, be sure to subscribe to this channel too. I mean, as you notice, I've been making videos, or some videos a little more often now, but this is kind of a rarity for me because this channel hasn't been active too much because, again, I'm out in the working world with being graduated from college and stuff, but that's besides the point. Alright, so now I'm going to close things out for real here, so all that's left to say now is peace.